My name is Monica Kelsey, founder and current CEO of Safe Haven Baby Boxes, and I'd like to welcome you to another edition of a Baby Box production.
Thank you all for being here today. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. You can all hear me? Yeah, I can be pretty loud. So thank you all for being here today. This past week, we had another blessing here. It was 1,200 days, close to, that we put in the baby box here at Station 45. And in the last couple of weeks, we've been fortunate enough that we had a brave mother that was able to bless us with this child and help us, help her. So I want to thank all of you for being here. A big help to the media for letting people know that it is here. We have Fire Chief Dave Hallbush come up, and then we also have Monica Kelsey from the Safe Haven Box. Without her, this wouldn't be here. And also Linda Zanacco. So I also want to recognize State Rep Donna Shibley. I saw you out there. Yes. Clay Township Trustee, and to me still Fire Chief Doug Callahan. Also Board Member Mary Eckert. And former City Council Member Ron Carter, and of course his lovely wife, who is a champion of all things Carmel and the Carmel Fire Department. We want to thank them and all of you for being here today. Monica? Or Chief, sorry.
I never miss the opportunity to get up here and talk. So, I didn't write my notes down today. I felt that I just wanted to roll with this. Wow. Last week I got a text message that said, FYI, we got a second baby in our box. We're headed to the hospital. And my response was, shut the F up. Not a lie. That is not a lie. And anybody that knows me knows I love Jesus, but I cuss a little bit. So this has never happened to us before. This is the first time in Safe Haven Baby Box history that we've had two babies in the same box days apart. And I'll tell you, it doesn't get old getting a call from a fire chief saying that a healthy, beautiful baby was surrendered legally and anonymously. No one's seen this parent bring this child here, and that is the beauty of the baby box. These parents get the anonymity that they want, and here in Carmel, we're now giving it to these parents. I want to speak right now to the parent that brought their child here this past week. Thank you. Thank you for loving your child enough. Of course, we're getting a run in the middle of my speech. Huh? We're just going to hold on a second. Welcome to the firehouse. These guys are the real deal. You can't make this up. You can't. So let me go back to what I was saying just a moment ago. And I want to speak directly to the mother or the father that brought their newborn child here last week. Thank you. Thank you for keeping your child safe. Thank you for choosing a safe place to take your child. And thank you for trusting us and trusting the Carmel Fire Department to take it from here. And that's exactly what we do. We have it from here. There are resources available for you. You can contact us today, tomorrow, next week, next month. There's counseling that is available to you free of charge. We are here for you today, tomorrow, and forever. I don't want to also diminish the fact that 2 hours after this baby was placed in this Carmel box, our hotline received another call. And our hotline is the workhorse of our organization. That is where the real rubber meets the road. And we had a parent in Kentucky that wanted the closest baby box, which is 2 hours away. We would never recommend that a parent who just gave birth drive 2 hours to place her child in our box. That is not what our program is about. We'll offer it if she won't do anything else because we don't want to find a baby in a dumpster. But as my hotline counselor was on the phone with this parent, I was on the phone with a hospital in Corbin, Kentucky, as this brave parent walked into this hospital and surrendered their newborn safely and legally under the protection of the Kentucky Safe Haven Law. So in one day, our organization was blessed with 2 babies, 2 healthy babies that possibly could have had a different outcome if Safe Haven baby boxes had never been started. Most of you know that I was abandoned as an infant. These babies were not abandoned. I was illegally abandoned as an infant. There was no Safe Haven law back in 1973. And yesterday was my 48th birthday, and yesterday, 48 years ago, my mother didn't have a choice. But today, these babies weren't abandoned. They were legally, safely, and anonymously and lovingly surrendered. And our job now is to make sure that these little guys and girls grow up in a home that has been praying for them for a very long time. And I'll tell you, we will find a good home for these babies, as DCS has done many times before. This wouldn't be possible without the fire chief here in believing in our organization and believing in the ministry and the education of doing these press conferences, because we don't do these press conferences to pat ourselves on the back. We do these press conferences because we need to get this word out there. And I think you all seen, because we were just here 2 weeks ago yesterday, that doing a press conference is important. There is no money out there for us to do education. The government doesn't give us a penny. The state doesn't give us a penny. This is where our education comes from. And thank you to the media for being here today and making sure that women in this area know about this resource here at Carmel, at Westfield, in Zionsville, Decatur Township. There are baby boxes all over the city, outside skirts of the city of Indianapolis. And we haven't had a dead baby in the state since these boxes launched. And that's where the success lies. So thank you, Chief. I'm going to turn it over to you.
Good afternoon, good morning. Welcome to this celebration. 2 babies in a couple weeks is unbelievable. The Carmel community believes in Safe Haven Baby Box program. This is a blessing. I do want to thank a few people. First of all, to the mother, thank you. That is a brave and bold move that you have done on behalf of your baby girl. And on behalf of this community, we thank you for having the courage to step up and to do what is in that baby's best interest. And so for that, we are grateful. I do want to thank the elected officials. I do want to thank Clay Township. And most importantly, I really want to thank this community for supporting this program. The first time that I spoke of this program publicly in a town hall meeting, I did not know what kind of reception I was going to receive when I spoke of this, and I was a bit apprehensive. And quite frankly, the community response was, we need more baby boxes. This is rolling out this program. This box was dedicated December 28th of 2018, and we went 1,194 days before the first baby arrived in our box, and in less than 2 weeks, we were blessed with a second baby that arrived in the box. And so at that community event, the first time I spoke about Safe Haven Baby Box program, this community overwhelmingly and resoundingly wanted more boxes in our community. And I assured them that this box was in the right place. It just didn't happen here at this station. We're close to 465. We're close to US 31. And we're happy to show you the box after this event's over with, and you can look at the outside and the inside. And when you look at the outside, part of the anonymous portion of this program is that there are no cameras on the outside of the building on that corner. So if a mother or a family in crisis needs to come and deliver their child, they can do it in total anonymity, and that is part of this program. And so I did have some notes here. I would be remiss if I did not thank the firefighters. Our firefighters were on station, and they responded to get the baby out of the box in less than 1 minute. And the response times just don't get any better than that. We do have some of the firefighters that were on duty that day here. This is not their normal duty day, but if they would, just come up here, and if you would. And we've actually got one of the firefighters that's on duty today as well that helped transport the first blessing that arrived in the box. So if the firefighters would just come up here. Chief, yes, please, you too. Yep. These firefighters transported the first baby boy, the first gift that arrived in our box a couple weeks ago. And then Vic Andres, Vic, raise your hand here. Vic was actually the paramedic on both babies that arrived in the box. It just so happened. Yeah, so
you got an awesome job, dude.
So it was very exciting. Chief Capshaw, raise your hand, Chief. Chief called me on Saturday and told me about the blessing that had arrived. And I had to do a double take and just sit there for just a quick second and let it all process. And so I'm super proud of our firefighters. I'm super proud of the people at Station 45 where this baby box is. I'm proud of all of our firefighters that support this program and have taken the time to become experts on safe haven baby law, as well as the process in which the baby box works. And so, most importantly, I'm proud of this community for the support of this program. So, at the end of this, I'm going to introduce Linda here in just a second. And at the end of the program, we're happy to take some questions if you would like. Please know that we're not going to speak specifically about the baby. Again, part of the anonymous process here is I can tell you that it's a healthy baby girl that was delivered. The first gift that arrived in our box a couple weeks ago was a healthy baby boy, and so we have been blessed beyond measure, and we're excited to see these children go to a forever loving home and bless yet another family. So with that, I'd like to introduce Linda from He Knows Your Name Ministry. And Linda, welcome.
Thank you. Of course, it's wonderful to be here. I mean, this is just too good to be true. As founder of He Knows Your Name, of course, I celebrate that we're all children of God today, and I passionately support Safe Haven Baby Box as a life-saving, anonymous option for at-risk babies and moms. Monica and I met at a funeral in 2015 for an abandoned baby. Abandonment is illegal, like Monica said, but safe surrender is legal all over this country, and it's wonderful that as we get word out in media, as our education and awareness arm, we are getting the job done, and we're helping moms, and we're educating everyone in communities everywhere about this incredible option. No baby has been found deceased since baby Amelia was found at Eagle Creek Park on December 28, 2014. And the reason that is so important for me to acknowledge today is because this box, Box 7, was dedicated on the anniversary of her finding. And so to now be standing here at this station and again remember her and acknowledge her, honor her, and celebrate her life as her footprint is on the logo of Safe Haven Baby Box, because we want to say there was a problem and this is the solution. And so we celebrate this solution because it's working. Amelia left behind her footprint, and it's proof that she lived. And it's a unique stamp that she has and that all of us have, that the Creator God shows the world that we were here. And every mother that walks up to that box has to use her own 2 feet to carry the baby she chose to carry to life and to a future. So I just celebrate Amelia. I want to remember her today. It's so important to me to do that. Joe Kelsey, Monica's husband, always loves when I say this at the end of my remarks. Medical care a name, and love from a forever family, and a future of education and life, fulfillment of life, is waiting for that baby in a box. This hero mom chose to give that to her child. She is a hero today. We celebrate her. We remember her as well. But I also want to say that yesterday was Monica's birthday. And as she too was an abandoned baby, as she just gave testimony to, I think it's so appropriate that as we celebrate this child, this little girl's birthday from this week, that we celebrate Monica's birthday today. Come on up here, girlfriend. Come on. I love Monica. I love collaborating with her. Our ministries together are getting a lot done in the power of the Holy Spirit by just the grace of God. As we get this message out and we say every life matters, we have been pounding the pavement together and separately in our work to make sure that the Safe Haven law is well known all over this country and world. This ministry of mine and hers is really changing the world because we're educating. And I want to celebrate you as being a world changer. And it wouldn't be a fun birthday party unless we sang. So I want all you firefighters to come up here. Come on, guys. Come on, come on, come on. We're going to sing to Monica. Come on, guys. Come on. As a retired... Monica is a retired medic and firefighter, so I think it's only appropriate that she stands among her peers and we sing to her. Come on. You don't have that. Yeah, I know.
I'm out of my comfort zone right now. Like totally out of my
Okay,
comfort
who's
zone.
got a voice? Can start us. Someone start us.
Andrew does.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Monica. Happy birthday to you.
Well, that was unexpected. That put me in my uncomfortable zone. I'm usually never in an uncomfortable zone and speechless, but I was in my uncomfortable zone right there. I'm going to hold these for me, will you? I want you guys to hear from one more person. This was not something that we normally do, is go off the agenda, but I think it's appropriate for us to recognize someone here at Carmel Fire Department that not only has taken this to another level here, but also with them being box number 7 and this never being done in America before, we had policies and procedures in place that wasn't as good as they are today. And that's because of Chief Moriarty from the Carmel Fire Department. And I have to... I have to tell you guys are going to love this. So, yes, I'm 48, and yes, I'm on TikTok. Don't judge me, okay? But we've been showing videos of Chief Moriarty on TikTok, and everyone loves Chief Moriarty. They have dubbed him America's favorite fire chief. That is John Moriarty right here.
Thank you. I'm honored.
Say a few words. Just about, and I'm going to let him talk for just a minute about the excitement of not only having one baby in the box that he tests every week. He makes sure is not going to fail every week. And then to get a call that a second baby was saved. And let me just say this. So he was so excited, he drove into the ambulance bay, parked his car, and took the keys so no ambulance could get in the bay because he parked right in the center. That's how excited he was on the second baby. So.
Very nice.
But this is America's favorite fire chief, John Moriarty.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. I didn't expect this, but I'm very honored to be a part of this program. I think the most important part, obviously, is the babies and the mothers. I honor the mothers for what they've done to protect their baby, and that the babies are okay and doing well. I'm very thankful to be a part of this program. The excitement that it brings, with the first time I was in my office and ran across the parking lot and hadn't run that fast in a long time with two steel hips. So, but we were able to get up to the hospital and be able to help the baby boy as well to see that the transfer was done properly. And then the other part with the little girl, my daughter and I were at Dunkin' Donuts, which I love Dunkin' Donuts. I got to say that. And we were there when the call came in from the fire chief. Thank you, sir. And I couldn't believe it. I was shaking, and I had to give the phone to my daughter. And I reached out to Station 45, and Captain Brandt told me there was a second baby. And I told him I was about to the hospital. And I pulled into the hospital and left my daughter in the car, left my phones there, and I ran in to the hospital and met the crew in the ER. And the baby had just been put into the trauma room where they were taking care of the baby. The hospital staff did a wonderful job. And then we keep eyes on the baby to make sure that the baby's okay all the way through the transition to the Department of Child Services, who's also great as well. So the program went off without a hitch. That was the whole idea behind the operating manual. The guys and gals at the Carmel Fire Department are all on board. They helped me make the manual. I couldn't have done it without them. There's a lot of things that I didn't know about EMS laws and stuff like that that they said we need to put in place. But eyes on that baby all the time, so no one ever loses sight of the child, period. And so that's what I love doing. I'll be able to go in the hospital and stay with the baby until the Department of Child Services takes custody of the child. And it's a blessing. It's an honor to be able to be with the child and just know that somebody's loving on them with them the whole time, and they never lose contact with someone.
That's probably the worst part of your job.
Oh, it's the best part of the job, by all means. But I'm very honored. I mean this sincerely. It is not about me in any way. I think we all agree with that. It's about the baby and the mother. By all means, Mom, thank you. You've done a wonderful job taking care of your child. I asked my wife what would be most important to a mother, and she said to know her baby's okay. And that's what we're here for today, and that's what I think the whole program is about. Mom will be taken care of. Monica's agency provides tons of resources for the mother to reach out to and follow through the program and take care of her as well. So we're very blessed all the way around. I thank you all, and God bless the program, Safe Haven Baby Box. Thank you.
You know, before we wrap this up, I just, if you would just give me just one more minute, I want to talk about how special John Moriarty is to this community, this organization, and really this program. It's a rare, and John Moriarty, Chief John Moriarty, exemplifies all of these attributes, and so it was no mistake that John Moriarty is our community liaison chief for the Carmel Fire Department, which represents the Safe Haven Baby Box number 7 in Carmel, Indiana, and that he oversees this program. When Monica says that he tests the box, he literally tests the box once a week. I've talked to him from the time that he's come over here, tested the box, to the time that he gets back, and he tells me that I have to wait just a minute because he has to record all of the results so that he makes sure that he gets it in. And so it is no mistake that John is the right person, right place, right time, and these were the right babies. And so as we wrap up here, I want to thank the mother one more time for having the courage and loving both of these children enough to do what is in the children's best interest. And so Safe Haven is here to help you if you need any medical help or counseling support. Feel free to reach out to Safe Haven Baby Box Program. Carmel firefighters are here to serve this community, and I'm so proud of our firefighters, this organization, and this community, and I thank you all for being here today to celebrate the second child that has arrived in this baby box in the month of April. So we will never forget April of 2022 in the history of our organization. So with that, I'm happy, or anyone up here is happy to take any questions that you might have.
I think an important part for this to work is the anonymity part. Can you talk about how you're not looking for tips, there's not an investigation?
Do you want to do this? Yeah. Again, Monica's the CEO and founder of Safe Haven Baby Box. They're located in 6 states, so she is the expert here, and I'm going to let her talk about this.
We're actually in 7 states.
Thank you.
No. Yes, anonymity is the reason this program works. If you notice where this box is located, you can literally drive right up to it, get out of your car, place your baby inside, get back in your car, and continue on. And, some women just don't want to look someone in the eye. They don't want to talk to someone, fear of questions. We had a mother that contacted our hotline, and it wasn't these two cases. This was prior to. But she said something very important that has really stuck with me about why she wouldn't go into the fire station and hand her child to a person. And she says, I didn't want to be talked out of a decision that took me so long to make. And that spoke volumes to me because at that point I realized how important anonymity truly is for some people. Now, we still have babies that are being walked into fire stations and hospitals, and that's important to acknowledge as well. But this is just a last resort option for that anonymity piece. We will not look for you unless your child, and I'm saying I will never look for you. But if a child is over the age of 30 days in the state of Indiana, or this child is abused, the Department of Child Services may start an investigation. We've never had that yet. These babies are healthy. These babies are full term. These mothers did exactly what any good mother would do to keep her child safe. But she just wanted to do it with anonymity, and that's what these two mothers here got. We don't know who they are, and that's the beauty of it.
Just to confirm, this is the second baby in this exact baby box within the past 2 weeks?
This second baby in this exact baby box with the exact same fire crew. So, so we've had in Indiana just in the month of April, and this is amazing for Indiana because prior to me starting this organization, we were finding 2 to 3 dead babies in our state every year. And as Linda said, we have not had a deceased baby in our state from abandonment since we launched baby boxes. In April of 2022, you're right, this is a record for safe haven baby boxes as well because we've had 3 babies in boxes in just the state of Indiana. 3 babies that are going to get a home, a forever home, and a family that loves them without measure. And that's just a beautiful thing. These babies did not end up in a Fox News story being found in a ditch or a dumpster. And that's what it's all about.
How many boxes are there statewide, and what are the plans to expand the program?
We are growing at a rapid rate. People are looking at Indiana right now. People are looking and seeing what we're doing here. And we should all be excited and thankful for this program that is literally changing the narrative. And so we have 106 baby boxes currently. I do not know exactly how many is in Indiana. That is on our website at shbaby.org. But 106 boxes in 7 different states. And those states that we are in, abandonment rates have dropped. So it's working. And with you guys' help, it's really working. Anything else?
Some of the emotions real quick that you feel when you know that these boxes are being used. What emotions come running through your mind when you see that a mother is free?
This is a love-hate thing for me because being a child who was abandoned as an infant, I immediately go to this baby was not thrown in a trash can or a dumpster and this baby's life is going to go on. But most of you know I met my biological mother when I was 37. And that gave me the empathy that I need for these mothers, knowing her story and her circumstances. And so then I immediately go to feeling devastated for a mother that didn't feel like she had another option. And so that's why another reason why we reach out to her on these. I want to walk alongside her. I don't want her to walk in fear or in judgment or shame. I want her to have someone to walk alongside her that my birth mom did not have back in 1973. We need to change the narrative. We need to be there for these women. The more we are there for these women and these kids, the more the narrative is going to change. And it's going to take us all to do that. Anything else? You guys are awesome.
I've got one more quick thing that...
Chief's got one more thing.
Yeah. I know that we have thanked the media today, but I want to do it one more time, and here's why. From the time that the first baby boy was delivered to our box, within a week, I personally received 2 emails. One was from a fire chief in the state of Iowa wanting to know about the Safe Haven Baby Box program, and then public safety officials from the state of Alaska have reached out to me. And if it weren't for you being here, helping to spread the good news of the Safe Haven Baby Law and the Safe Haven Baby Box program, I would not have received those emails. And so I want to thank the media for doing this. Thank you for your time. Thank you for reporting something positive and good and wholesome about our communities, and I am grateful. One last time to the mother who has made this very difficult decision to give up. We are proud of you. I am in awe of the courage that you had to do what is best for this baby. So thank you all very much for being here. If you want to, if you have any specific questions for anybody, we're happy to take those. If you want to see the baby box, we're happy to take you back there. And again, the exterior of the building where the mother actually arrived to place the baby inside the box is on the northeast corner of the building, and if you want, we can walk you out there as well. So unless there's any other final questions, thank you for being here. Absolutely, Tim.
Just want to mention, too, if anyone is interested in adoption of this baby, it's the Department of Child Services that you would contact. So just make sure if you're out there, you're wanting to know or knowledge about that, contact them. Unfortunately, Carmel Fire Department doesn't have any say in that, so make sure that you reach out to them if you are interested in to find out about that.
Thanks, Tim. Yeah. Thank you.